Welcome to the stream, guys. So today what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to give you a rundown of my
Welcome to the stream,
live...
Smile.
Sorry, I just got put off there. Because I just got a comment in my ear for the very first time and I wasn't expecting it. But moving forward, so what I'm going to do this time, this stream, is that I'm going to do some solos and play and dictate my play-by-plays. Hope you enjoy. So I actually stay in Toronto and it is hot outside today. It's 36 degrees yesterday and now it's like 30. So, I've not warmed up today, but I'm going to drop tilted so I can get in a few gunfights, get myself a little warmed up, so I know what's going on. I've not been playing great for the last few days. So here goes. So I like to land at these buildings because this is where my squad lands, if I'm being honest. So I like to try and learn the jump for this area. No guns on the roof. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the gun. He's going to come in here, or he's on the roof, sorry. Ah, I fell down. So I need to reassess my situation. So I can still hear him up there. Now I've got brick, which I've just wasted unfortunately. So I'm going to bust in here. I'm going to sit here because I can hear him, he's listening for me. Oh, there we go. Free fire. And I got wrecked. I got absolute wrecked. So guys, that was my first game of Fortnite today. I had no prior practice. I had just finished work and decided to start streaming some live commentary. Or attempting to at least. How you doing, Joseph? Let's get it indeed, bro. Unfortunately, I've been playing like trash the last few days. Fucking terrible. I'm absolutely. Oh! I'm gonna go fail. So I'm going to go with fatal because it's still a busy area and it's centred to the map. I still need to get warmed up. My fingers aren't communicating. So I can see this guy dropping here, so I'm going to keep an eye on him, see where he's going to drop. I think we're both going to land at the same place, but I like to land at the left of this house, only because it gives you a chest straight away, and then you can bust through and do a roof rush. So he's already on the roof, but I don't have a gun. Nah, I think I'm dead. I need to bail from here, quickly. Which, this is a relief. Just going to throw a wee one in there, just hopefully. Nothing there. So, might not be the best time to show you, but there's an ammo crate usually under here that no one ever gets. Man, there is nothing in this house, like, here at all for me. So I'm just going to sort my inventory. So with traps, it's always useful to just place your traps. Just because if you don't place them, then you're never going to use them or kill anyone. Guy at the front of the door, so I'm going to try and get him through this. Sorry guys, what I done there is I was hoping he missed his first shot, which was silly because I didn't know where he was and I ran blindly in. So I don't really recommend doing that. However, I got the kill. I don't think it was the right play to make there. Always make sure that you reload your weapons, guys. So C4 got buffed, which is pretty epic in this game mode now. So I always like to run with C4 because it takes down buildings very easily since the buff. So if you've got a guy sitting in a big tower, like I don't know how many times.
Emoji happy tears.
I got this guy, Joseph's comment there, I was too busy reading it. And then I caught this guy late, so I couldn't really give you much of a commentary on that. What do I want? I'm going to take this. Some shields. Whoa. Airdrop right above us, by the sounds of things. There we go. If you want to do those, if you want, Joe, come on in. If you can drop a message in the chat, if you're still watching, if you're coming in or not. So I'm just farming just now. I've got 400 wood, which isn't bad to be fair, but if I get in a build fight, I could probably lose the build fight by not having enough mats by now.
Give me 10 minutes.
So I didn't mean to break that tree. Again, Joseph in the chat is to blame for that, because I'm a noob. So I don't like the tack, and I run the pump only because the pump can one shot, like, well, not very easily, but the pump gives you one shot capabilities, whereas the tack really doesn't. It's not that it doesn't, it's just it has a wider spread. So I'm going to let this guy. I'm fucked here, guys. So this is why I use C4. Sorry guys, I let myself in there. I couldn't really talk because I was holding my breath, so that's me out. To be fair, I feel like that guy was good. I panicked a little, which is never good in these situations when you're gunfighting. It's always best to try and keep yourself calm. It's a lot easier said than done, right enough, but I find that the more I keep myself calm, the better the more I win my gunfights. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to 50v50, play a solo, like solo squad and that. I use that mode to train, like to learn new loot locations, to to eventually learn that, like I even get in myself in gunfights so that I'm more prepared for like group gunfights if I'm ever playing squads and I've got a 3v1 situation. 50v50 is very good at like dealing with that sort of situation, because in 50v50 you run against it more and more often. So I'm just going to quickly you should always use this area here as well for a training area. Like, you should always practice shooting people, practicing how the mechanics of guns work. I'm going to drop it Pleasant here. I'm dropping it Pleasant because it's right next to the zone. The loot will be usually good. And that's my decision for Pleasant. See something purple in this roof? Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. I think that's a scar. Oh, LMG. No dice. I seen that, the ammo. So in this game mode I'm not really going to do much commentary in this one because it's literally just a practice round. I shouldn't really be streaming this. But I can talk you through my game, like my decisions. That's all I wanted, a pump. So 50v50 is great for pump practice. Don't know if these guys are trolling or there's someone actually in here. I see someone over. Yeah, I think he's trolling. So now that I've got, ideally I would love an AR. If I got an AR I would be really happy. I know I've got the LMG, but not a fan of that, if I'm being honest. I know Ninja went insane with it, but I ain't no fucking ninja. I'll come back for that ammo crate. So I'm going to come back for that ammo crate after I check here. Oh, it's already been looted. So I'm going to go and farm here, and then I'm going to build up and jump right into the zone. As far into the zone as I can, and then I'm going to take my pump, and I'm going to practice using my pump. What this game mode's good for doing is practicing building and practicing quite a lot of stuff actually, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to run, I don't know if I'm going to jump into this zone to be honest. It's still a distance and I can run it. It's 49 v 43, so I'm just going to run it in and farm on the way. It's not very entertaining gameplay just now, but it will be, I hope. Ah! Ah, thanks, but I don't need it. So I'm just going to pick up his minigun, seeing how he's so kind. Thought he was going to give me some loot. Ah, trapped myself. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. So for anyone who's new to Battle Royale, this game is amazing. It's a lot of fun. Spend a lot of time with your friends on here. I can see enemies up this way, but I'm a bit too far for what I wanted. Do you know what? I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna go in hard. So I don't normally revive in this sort of setting, but this time I decided to. So I'm going to take this, and then I hear this guy here. See him down here? So I'm going to rush him. Kill. That's all I needed was a scar. So now I'm going to just heal up quickly. I'm going to move my pump over here, make sure I'm reloaded for all this sort of action that I'm going to just about to pursue. So I see a 50 shield, which I'm going to take because I want to go ham here. Ah, sorry buddy. You're out of luck. Sorry mate, I boxed you in, which is shit. So I'm going to push this. I'm not a double pumper, but I'm going to give it a try. So I'm a bit too deep here. I'm way too deep. I'm way too deep. So I just... Oh, that's my guy. Savages, man, they keep stealing my kills. Yeah, boy! Headshot. Keep stealing my kills, man. Wow! I did not think he was going to be here. GG me. Oh, nice. So here's some of my stats. I only have 3 solos, 22 duos and 46, so I'm not by any means anywhere near a pro.
Good effort, bro.
Thanks, Joseph. Thanks for tuning in and staying to watch. So I'm going to do another one of these and I'll be set. Oh, loot lake. Ugh. So what I'm going to do for some shits and giggles, guys, I'm going to jump into Tilted and blend in. So this is madness. So I done this yesterday. It wasn't as bad as you might have thought. People don't realise that you're with the enemy team. So they kind of just run by you until you shoot them in the face. So this is a weak mission. So I'm going to try and make it look like I'm coming from their end by flying in like this. You can already see things getting smashed over there. So this is such a clutch chest there for me. I get the pump which I need for running around tilted. I get the full shield, which is awesome. Not so much about the... There we go. I'm probably good to go looking for some fights. Hold on, I need some mats. Let's go and see if we can blend in. So that's an enemy there. Bandages, chat. Find bandages. That was definitely aimed for me. I'm bailing. That's it, BM me in front of my chat. Rule number 1, don't fuck with red knights. Right, I'm gonna go back to solo, and then I'll give you my commentary for this round. See, the unfortunate thing is that guy gets rezzed. Ugh, I should have finished. But saying that, it's 50v50. I like using this area for like the weak spots. Practice as well. Helps you get your hand and eye coordination. So I'm going to jump Fatal again for the reasons from last time. I jumped Fatal because it's a high populated area. It has some good loot and it's the centre of the map. It's easy to navigate unless you get somewhere like up there on the map. Excuse me. I always try and aim for the main house. I call it main house because it's the main house of Fatal. So, see one guy lower than me. Just going to track where he's going. He looks like he's going Red Barn, and I may have missed my jump. Yep, Red Barn. But he's digging through a bit that just drops him. Look, see? Again, no chest. I shouldn't. So now I'm going to push this guy. Oh, Kevin. So I've got. Messed up my shot a little there. You seem to be quite newbie, that's why I wasn't worried about my shot or rushing a shot. The chest is still upstairs. I'm going to take that. It's such a good follow-up weapon after you hit someone. Say you hit someone where you're pumped for 80 or 90. It's always pretty cool to. Well, I hear. I'm going to take this quickly. I hear the moon rocks. I think. Yeah, the guy out the front. So I'm going to give them the same juke. He's out the backside. I actually thought he'd seen me or found me and he was just looking for me. So again, I don't really have the double pump down. I don't really like the double pump or want to get used to it because at the end of the day they're going to nerf it or take it out with such high DPS, you know. If you're finding it hard to understand my accent, it's because I'm from Scotland. Scotland's an amazing country. I will accept that after my live commentary. Because that's the way you do live commentaries. You have to be live. So I'm going to take a look around. Don't see much before going in that truck for the chest, which is not there. I'm going to drop one of these pumps because I don't like double pumping. So I've not had a look at the zone, so we're in the zone safe and what have you. I'm going to come back for the rocks. I'm just trying to make sure I've got enough resources before I head out of here. I don't like attacks either. So I keep my shotgun in that, sorry, my sniper rifle in that slot, just because I find it easier cycling this way rather than to another slot like this one. I always keep my sniper on that one so I can get a quick shot off and then switch to my assault rifle quickly if I need to follow up with a burst or an AR flurry. I know I said I'd go back for the rocks, but moment passed. I did not know a chest could spawn here. Always the same. Put a 50 shield on, mini shields next chest. So I'm just farming just now, make sure I've got enough mats for my next engagement. I'm not a high level player, I just like to give other people an insight. Dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee. I'm excited for the new updates that are going to come in for this game. I really love this game. It's such a good game. I feel like someone's been here if there's no loot there. No. The most undervalued things in Fortnite are definitely the countertops. Or bookcases or, you know, because they provide so little effort but for decent amount of wood, you know. It's an apple that I don't need. Oh, did I leave the mini shields? Such a noob. I'm gonna see if I can catch anyone rotating. So I'm going to patrol this area, see if I can catch any rotations from like tilted or shifty, but I also need to be sure not to get pinched. Has that been opened? I can't be sure, I can't be sure. See that little light right there? I thought that was one of the beacons that happen when you die. I got it fried. So I'm just scanning around, seeing if there's anyone still here. I like to be a little bit passive when running through cities, just because you don't know who's in buildings. You can always end up getting pinched. Yep, so there's definitely guys up here. Oh, I'm going to push that because he's probably hurt. I'm a distance away, which is annoying, but guy's lagging like crazy, man. That is insane how much he lagged. Sorry guys, I choked. Thanks for tuning in. That's the end of today's stream. Sorry guys, it was only a short and sweet one. If you like, leave a like. Thanks for tuning in.